blame me. Why do I say blame me? There's this guy on PBS the other night. They did this thing about the glaciers in the Himalayas melting. And there's a guy there who speaks English. Yes. Amazing, he speaks English. Yes. And quite good, too. He must have come to the United States. Became an engineer. And he did a plumbing thing where he captured glacier water and he ran them down a pipe. And what they did was to have a big sprinkler system. And they created a hut, something like that. And this thing was brazed up, and it's very cold at night, and the stuff would freeze. And they simply built big blocks, layers of ice. And what they're doing with this is to it slowly melts. This is glacier melt off, okay? Slowly melts. And now they get to farm their fields. Another thing that's happening, they said, is they're getting flash floods. Yes, I would think, oh yeah. All the rain that used to fall on the glacier and froze, got caught by the glacier. There's no glacier there now. So all that rain is now creating flash floods. Your glacier is gone. What else? As the thing was going on, I looked for dams. Dams, the little rivers, the creeks and that. I didn't see any dams there. Why not? Dam the water. What do you mean by damming the water? Well, there's something like in Africa where you get the dry season rain system. What the people have done over there, they have created a series of dams on these small creeks and rivers, the small things. They have dammed up the water. So what has done? It holds the water for an extra few months so they can basically grow food. Wow, amazing. Amazing. And of course, in the Himalayas, they haven't figured out if they put up a bunch of little dams so they block the melt off, the flow. You may have enough water to grow all your crops all year long. And they said it used to be that you may have 3 inches of rain a year. Now they get 3 inches of rain and 4 inches, 5 inches, 6 inches, and it's a flood, flash flood. But I don't see any dams. As I said before, that rain used to fall on glaciers. They're not falling on glaciers anymore. My. And I would have asked the guy this thing, in the last 20 years, how many children were born in your village? Okay? And the guy says, well, it's all the West's fault, Americans' fault, that we have global warming. But I would have asked the question, how many children do you have? How many children are in this village since the year 2000? Right. And are you going to blame India, south of Nepal? You're going to blame over there? How about the people to the Chinese who have been building since starting around 1985? They start putting online one coal burning plant a week. Like India, one coal burning plant a week. Now you go to the major cities in China, and it's noontime, and you can't see your shadow. Think about that. Noontime, you can't see your shadow during the working weeks. Go to New Delhi. At noontime, you can't see your shadow. And there's no clouds in the sky. It's all pollution. Go to Mexico City. Look! I can see a cloud up there. Yeah, Mexico City has a big problem of air pollution. Well, one reason it happens to be in this volcano basin depression. And they haven't figured out if they remove a couple mountain passes, slice through a couple mountains to let all that air flow. That thing in China, they had a guy basically bought a mountain and cut off the top of it. Of course, he took all the rock and turned it into gravel. If he didn't turn it into concrete or granite blocks for building, just cut off the thing and to let the air into the valley, and because he was polluting it, and to get rid of this stuff, he took another top of another mountain and cut that down. Did the pollution stop? No, the factory still produced pollution, but now the pollution is blown somewhere else. Yes, you can blame me. Everybody wants to blame the United States. It's just like the oceans are rising. Blame the United States. Go ahead. All those little islands in the Pacific suing the United States because the pollution is being produced. They won't sue China. They won't sue India. They will sue the United States because they know they can extort money. What happens is they try to sue China. China builds a dry dock on their island. True. Yeah. So blame the Americans. But now we get to blame the Russians. Putin. Especially for food shortages. Especially at all the destruction he's purposely doing, adding all that pollution to the atmosphere, all that CO2 and particles. Yes. And of course, Russian citizens don't mind. They don't say anything. They don't dare say anything, or they'd be shot. But that is awful. But as I say, I've stopped being blamed. Now blame it on Putin. You got high fuel prices, blame it on Putin. You're running out of food, blame it on Putin. You don't have any sunflower oil for cooking, blame it on Putin. He's the one that did this. He's the new Hitler of the century. And of course, he's threatening nuclear war. Oh, so okay, yeah, he's threatened. If the first city to be destroyed will be London, England. The second would be destroyed as everything in Russia. It's like, oh, okay, sure. But blame it on me. When I was small, I would walk past from school. I would walk past a orchard, and the guy comes screaming out there, "I saw you pick apples! I saw you pick apples!" I didn't pick any apples. I skipped something. Blame it on me. Blame it on me. Oh, your friends told you were in here picking apples. And I just look at them as being stupid. I see you in here, I'm going to shoot at you. Good. Now that was a time that farmers carried shotguns. But something goes wrong, blame it on me. I'm so used to people saying that. Oh, he did it. Richard did it. My mother would say, why did you do it? Do what, Mother? Well, they said you did something. Sure. And you want to know why I don't like to go around people? Richard did it. Hey, Richard, here's something to drink. I've learned not to take drinks from other people or food from other people. I never know what's in it. And they just sit there and laugh. I'm going to outlive them. Then I can tell their grandchildren what kind of rotten bozos they were, what kind of rotten grandparents you had. My God, they would break things, and I get to lie on my thing because there'd be nobody around to tell me I'm wrong. Oh, that's one thing about being an old funny-nutty. I get to reminisce about things that never happened, and there's nobody around here to question me because they're all dead. Oh.